A new rhino poaching film is hoping to intensify the global discussion around this illegal trade. Sides of a Horn is a dramatic short film depicting both sides of the rhino poaching war. Business magnate Richard Branson has come on board as executive producer of this story. Well, to tell us more about this morning will be producer and actor. He's got a small part in the movie, Emmanuel Castes, and also is joining us is Aurelie Stratton, who's part of the South African team that produced the short film. Let's just watch a clip first before we have our conversation. Just that traumatic moment there. Aurelie, welcome. Emmanuel, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. How has it been working on this film?
Well, it's been a long process. It's 17 minutes, but it took 2 years almost. Yeah. Because we started a year before we started shooting. Yeah. So a lot of research went into it, a lot of time. Also the fundraising, obviously raising funds for films. It wasn't just enough
that Richard Branson was involved.
No. He came on board later, so we started the process much earlier.
Yeah, and I'm told that the idea came after Toby Wasko visited South Africa, and he saw for himself the horror of rhino poaching.
That's right. He came on holiday with his family, I think.
Yes, he was on vacation.
Yes. Okay. And he met a game ranger who had his arm in a sling and had been shot.
Now, I'm told the movie is set, it's like a real life situation between two relatives in a family. One is a brother-in-law and whatever. One's wife is very ill. I don't want to give away too much of the story, but it's like that tension that exists in real life in communities where rhino poaching can lead to a better life.
Yes.
But you're a ranger and you're caught in between.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And that's the reality of the situation. You've got people with families on both sides of the fence of the rhino poaching crisis. You've got poachers who have families, who are desperate, who are trying to feed families. Then you have the anti-poaching unit guys who are now really having to go into combat situations more than just protecting a rhino. And when you're desperate and somebody offers you more than 2 years' salary to go and poach a rhino, you're going to do it. So
yeah, I mean, I saw a write-up as I was preparing for this. It said that the movie avoids a graphic depiction of animal cruelty, because sometimes we think when we show those horror pictures of the dehorned animals, we can get the message through, but that's not what happens in this movie.
No, we don't need to. We don't need to show that. We're all aware that it's going on and it's horrible and graphic, but we also felt it was more important to show the human side of the struggle, just as well as the conservation struggle, because it's very real. We also met a lot of rangers who come from the local areas who are not allowed to stay in the local areas because they're under threat. It's dangerous for them.
This was shot on location?
Yes. In the northwest province. Yeah.
We were fortunate enough to have one of the royal families there, the Bakubung Borateo family, who helped us go into Ledig. And we filmed a lot of the township scenes in Ledig, and then the game reserve footage was done on Black Rhino Reserve in the Pilansberg.
Yeah, I mean, it must be very tough. I mean, you guys were involved with this from a production side, but that really exposes the reality of the horror of this thing and how the people on the ground are experiencing it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't think we'll ever forget, we arrived on set in Pilansberg National Park to shoot one morning. We arrived at 6, and we were told that they'd poached a rhino and the calf at 5 o'clock that morning.
Yeah, so the reality of it all was right there.
Right there.
Do you believe then, having looked, I haven't seen the movie, having looked at the final product that you've come out, that Sides of a Horn really gets the message home.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
And our biggest thing is we want to start a conversation.
Yes.
You know, because every time people just get angry with the poachers, and it's not about that. It's, you know, because there are people that are struggling who get given an opportunity to earn a lot of money. So it's bigger than that.
Yeah. And the actors, I'm told, Emmanuel, I know you're an actor as well, but you're also part of the production. You said off air now you've got a small role in the movie. I'm told there's some new talent that this movie is showcasing.
Yes.
Just from an acting perspective, Emmanuel,
Yes,
I mean, we've got some new talent.
Wonderful South African actors. One of our lead ladies, Ayanda Seoko, just won Best Actress at a film festival.
The South African Independent Film Festival, so she won Best Actress for this role,
and they're just all wonderful, and they just were beautiful.
Is it showing currently, and where can one see this, the Sides of a Horn?
www.rhinomovie.com.
Rhinomovie.com.
Yeah, and there's a YouTube link, and the world is free to go and view our film and, you know, send the message out there, tell everybody about it, and we're trying to create this conversation around, you know, how deep it goes. It's really just huge syndicates that are running this rhino poaching. They say the same syndicates who run human trafficking, the drug syndicates, all of that. It's the same people. They've just found another way to make money.
Okay, now we'll have to check it out. That's www.rhinomovie.com.
And we're on social media as well as Sides of a Horn on Instagram and,
and the Virgin website as well.
And the Virgin website, yeah.
Okay,
so.
no, thank you very much for your time, and good luck. Hopefully it does drive the message home, and there could be more good coming out of it and a better understanding of this complex horror that we're all facing.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, Aurelie, and thank you, Emmanuel. That's producer Aurelie Stratton and Emmanuel Castis. They both were talking to us about the film Sides of a Horn.